Welcome back to the Cali G Kitchen. We're on week 4, day 23. I'm on day 23, you're all on day 22. Today we're going to be doing some slow cooked beef. For this you could prep this the night before and just leave it on a low heat overnight if you've got a slow cooker. You could prep it on the morning and then leave it on a slow heat, and just once you get in from work you could be eating. If you do leave it on for a long time, if you leave it on like kind of all day, make sure you use the lowest setting on your slow cooker. And also you will probably want to add like an extra cup and a half of water just to make up for the moisture lost throughout the cooking. So we've got 500 grams, this is actually 700 grams, but in the recipe is 500 grams, 500 grams of potatoes. Again, I'm going to edit this recipe, I think, because this is going to be for 2 days. So we're going to do a kilo of potatoes. I'm going to use these nice salad potatoes that's just going to go in whole. I've got some carrots, some shot in here carrots, small carrots. And I've got some of these nice baby parsnips which are going in. An onion. I'm going to go for a red onion. Got a red onion there. Got some sage. Couldn't get any fresh sage, so we're going with dried. Got some fresh thyme there. Got some garlic. I've only got 2 cloves out there, I need another 2. Some corn flour, a knob of butter, salt and pepper, a beef stock cube, or if you don't have a beef you could use a vegetable one. Sure, I've got some beef. So you've got either a stock cube, or these stock jellies are quite good, or if you make your own stock you could use that. So we've got stewing beef, so just a big cup, stewing beef, potatoes, carrots, parsnips, an onion, garlic, an optional half glass of red wine, only if you've got it. I'm not like trying to promote that, but it will add some nice flavour, and red wine in small quantities is not actually that bad for you. It's actually got some goodness in there. 2 cups of boiling water, so we'll get the kettle on. Corn flour, bunch of thyme, sage, knob of butter, salt and pepper. Happy days. Corn flour, even. I want to make a start by chopping our onion. We're going to brown the onion. We'll add the garlic. We'll coat the beef in corn flour. We'll brown that off. Then we'll add our parsnips, potatoes, carrots, our herbs, our stock, cover with water, and I'm just going to let it cook for a couple of hours. The reason we're making a big pot of this is so you can have some for the next day. So rather than eat it as it is tomorrow, I'm going to actually upcycle it into a kind of spicy beef stew. And we'll cook up some basmati rice with that as well. And I don't know if we've got anything else on the menu for tomorrow, but I think it's let's have a look. Yes, slow cooked beef stew. Spice it up, slow cooked beef stew with lemongrass, basmati and rice. So I think I'm looking forward more to that than this. I do love spice. And if you don't want to spice it up, you could just have the same meal again if you like. But I thought I'd just add that in there just to show you what you can do with this. Just double check you can see that. Yes. Like I said, we're going to start by slicing up our onion. slice up your potatoes, carrots, parsnips and place them in a bowl of water. So I bought small ones today for a reason. So if you've got big carrots, you've got big potatoes, big parsnips, then you do want to chop them up. But I thought it'd be quite nice to just leave them whole. What I'll probably do is just take the ends off these, of the parsnips. Actually no, I'm just going to leave them on. I'm going to leave them on. So method one, let's pretend we've sliced up them. Yes, okay. Sorry. Coat your beef in the corn flour, salt and pepper. Add your butter to a pan on medium heat. Yes, we're going to start. I'm going to do it as the recipe says. So. So in with our teaspoon of corn flour. I will update this recipe, but I'm probably going to say closer to a tablespoon of corn flour, and that's because I'm actually using 700 grams here. So 700 grams of beef there. Add some heat on that. I'm going to add our butter. Nice knob of butter, probably around 25 grams, 25 to 30 grams there. So this flour is just going to help brown the meat, but it'll also go towards thickening the stew up. So get that butter in there. Make sure we coat the pan. I'm going to turn that down, it's far too high. Actually no, hold on. I don't know if anybody's got a convection hob, but I really don't like cooking with them. I really don't. Sometimes they heat up too fast, or they've had too much heat. And then when they're on a low setting, they don't work as good. If this was my kitchen, it would be gas all the way. Get those onions into the pan. And if you really wanted to do this, like you wanted to do the prep work quite quick, let's say you're prepping on the morning and you're prepping before you go to work, you want to throw it all into the slow cooker, you could really just chop all of this up and just throw it in the slow cooker and leave it. But doing this will actually add more flavour. our onions in there. Add just a touch of salt. We are going to slice our garlic up. Move these aside for a second. There's also a good time to put the stock in as well. Let's have a look. I kind of like to cook my stock a little bit with the meat before I add the water. Again, it just helps add that little bit extra flavour. Give that a good coat. It smells amazing already. Wow. I've had a beef stew in a long time as well, so this is going to go down a treat. 3 large cloves of garlic here going in. Our garlic gone in. Got our sage and thyme going in. Because I don't have fresh, I'm going to go with around 2 tablespoons of thyme. Sorry, sage. I've got fresh thyme there. So going in with a bunch of thyme. I'm going to strip these from the stalks. So we don't want to be chewing on any stalks, do we now? By all means, feel free to add in any more herbs you would like. You could probably add some rosemary into this as well, it'd be quite nice. But you don't want to just start throwing everything in. A rule of thumb is, if you've never sort of cooked with whatever ingredients there are, like if it's flavours, herbs, spices, don't use more than 3. Don't use any more than 3 in a combination until you're like actually sure of what you're cooking. So you could experiment and then think, well, that goes nice with that, maybe I'll add some of that in next time. And that's kind of a rule that I do. Rule of 3 never fails. And I do actually have a little touch of wine, stealing this off my mum. So there's half a glass, maybe less than half a glass gone in. This will just add some extra depth to the flavour. Turn this down onto a simmer now. Give our veg a quick wash. So we're going in with 200 grams of carrots. 200 grams of parsnips. Because I'm a big eater, actually this is for 2 days, remember, so it might look big, but a kilo of potatoes as well. Going in with that. And in with our water. If you have a casserole dish, you could do this in the oven as well. Basically, you could just transfer this to a casserole dish, and then I would say probably on 120, 130 if you're going to leave it in for a couple of hours. I think I'm going to add just a touch more sage to the mix and some more thyme. I love a lot of flavour. Nice. Just make sure you've got no stalks in there. The lid's going to go on. Tell you what, I'm going to bring this just to the boil and then I'll turn it down. So this is part 1 of your sage and thyme beef stew. It's just a slow cooked beef stew. I'm going to leave that on there for I'm going to leave it on for an hour, then I'll give it a stir and then I'll come back to it. I'll probably see you again when we're ready to dish up. Thanks for watching, see you again next time.